This segment is being brought to you by Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency. Join us in preserving and protecting Tennessee's wildlife.
All right, welcome back, everyone. You can call us here at 737-7767. Just want to let you know that we are talking about Safe Boating Week, and it actually starts when, Bill?
It is the Friday before the Friday the week before Labor Day.
So it's like the 22nd or 23rd, I believe, is the Friday before.
Right.
Maybe the 20th, but it's the Friday before the week of Memorial Day.
Right
weekend. Okay, so it's that Safe Boating Week, and it is nationwide.
Yes.
And so you can check out some of these places. You're going to have check-in stations where they can have safety checks, all this. Did get a text from Mike Stansberry with Elite Insurance Solutions. He is one of the sponsors of Southern Woods and Water, so you can go through our website and click on his logo. It'll take him straight to his desk. And he says, Hugh, I'm giving major discounts if you have the boater safety course and the boat check.
Yeah.
And he said, if you have that safety check, we can give you major discounts. So great deal for us on that. And we've got, who did you say? And we got Gib. Gib, how can we help you tonight?
Hey, Hugh, how you doing?
Hey, Gib, just fine. Are you still being overrun by coyotes, my friend?
Oh, yeah, sure am.
We got to get out there. I'm telling you. But the weather hadn't been
I'm
right.
glad to hear this about boater safety. I used to love fishing night tournaments, and I've pretty much given up. When we get to be our age, the eyesight isn't as good as it used to be.
That's right. Hey, you're right.
I have to tell you, I learned by poor example is I started trying to navigate by GPS.
Yes.
And that is not a good thing to do.
No. No.
And, unfortunately, you got people out there who are doing that and kind of get dependent on that, even if they know the lake. But in nighttime situations, that's just not a good thing to do. They need to slow down and take a good look with their eyes.
Gib is exactly right, and a lot of people are using their GPS for just that, thinking it's a television camera, and it's not. And that can get you in a lot of trouble.
It's a great tool, but you have to maintain a proper lookout.
That's
you have
exactly
to use
right.
your eyes to where you're going.
Gib, thank you so much for that.
All right, Hugh, we'll see you.
See you, brother. And we got David. David, how can we help you tonight?
Hey, Hugh, how y'all doing?
We're doing great, David.
Hugh, coming down probably the middle of next week down to Old Hickory. Haven't been down there in a while.
Uh-huh.
Probably going to fish up in Drake's Creek out of Chutes Lane. What's fishing report going on down there right now?
Okay, the water's been up, but the water is clearing. And the Corps of Engineers is letting some water out. They're not letting a massive amount out because the Mississippi and Ohio are still high. And they don't want to just put undue pressure on those two tributaries just as yet. But we're calling for more rain, so it's going to muddy it up. But some of the bass, if you're looking for bass, some of the bass have already spawned. Some of the crappie have already spawned. But does that mean that all of them have? No. So you're still going to find some shallow fish that are looking for new water. And what I mean by new water is if the water's rising, those fish are going to be up shallow looking for earthworms and new insects and grubs and things like that to get washed in. And then also, but you can start going back out a little bit and catching some of your post-spawn fish. Even your post-spawn crappie, post-spawn bass are headed out to a little bit deeper ledges. So Carolina rigging's a good thing. Flipping and pitching up against wood on Old Hickory is a great thing to do. We flip spinnerbaits, dual willow leaf bladed spinnerbaits. Just flip those up next to a log, bring it down. You're probably going to get your arm stretched just a little bit on that one. But those are great deals. And the catfish are soon to be coming up to the shallows. Now, they are already making a little bit of a move, but if you're a catfisherman, get ready, because when we get some really hot weather, I think that's going to kick off the catfish spawn. So we hope that helps you out, David.
Oh, I appreciate it. We're coming down to do a little bass fishing trip, but I appreciate your help there.
All right, buddy. And Drake's Creek is a great creek to go to, too.
All right. Thank you, buddy.
All right, buddy. And, Bubba, how can we help you tonight?
Hello, Phil. First off, this is Kim. Bubba just called in for me.
Oh, okay, okay.
Enjoy your show.
Thank you.
Have a question about if the enforcement of fishing at the dam.
Okay.
If the Corps of Engineers is not going to let us do it, and the TWRA is not going to enforce it, is the gentleman you have with you tonight, is their organization going to be the one to enforce it?
Bill, you can answer, or I can for you.
I'll hang up and listen.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Safely say the Coast Guard Auxuliary does not operate in direct law enforcement. So we will not enforce that.
No.
We will inform people, but we can't make them not go. We will not. Our position is we don't have a position.
You stand there with a megaphone and say you are entering restricted area.
But we're not.
You cannot write a ticket.
We can't write a ticket.
And I brought this up too. Also, TWRA is not going to enforce. They say they're not going to enforce it. So the Corps of Engineers can write you a citation.
Mm-hmm.
They are law enforcement officials.
The Rangers can.
But if they're not there, the Coast Guard Auxiliary does not. But now the United States Coast Guard does. And they do run the rivers every now and then. So you got to be careful of those. I also asked about the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service. They are the same way as the Coast Guard Auxiliary. They can tell you not to, but they can't enforce anything. They're not given the power to enforce those laws. So, but let me tell you something. They can get you when you come back to the ramp too. And if they got photographs, they can prove that you were there. So take that in mind too. We're just going to have to fight this, I think, through elections of our officials. That's the best way I know to tell you. It seems to be out of our hands. So, but thanks for that call. We appreciate it, caller. And, one of them left already. But I tell you what, I want to talk to Bill Tater. Bill, do you do much fishing at all, or do you just pleasure boat?
We're just pleasure boat.
Just a pleasure boat. Now, what do you like to do out there?
It's just fun just to be on the water. You know, it's all of a sudden a relaxing atmosphere.
Now, do y'all have the skis and the
We do, but
the rafts things?
We do all that, but all my kids are in college now, so they're out on their own. So it's just sometimes just me by myself, or my wife and I will be out there just going up and down the lake, and then we'll meet people and find something to do. But just being on the water is kind of a neat, fun, relaxing.
Now, Bill, we're going to have to do this sometime this summer. Joe and I getting our boat. You and your lovely wife getting your boat. Maybe we can get Steve Dunsey and Jen and Ivy to get theirs. And let's go to Cherokee and eat one time, or let's go to Blackjack Cove and eat somewhere on Old Hickory. Those are fun things to do.
They are fun things to do.
You just get to go at a slow speed, you get to see some of the scenery. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm at the springtime and the fall, some of the prettiest scenery on Old Hickory Lake you could ever lay your eyes on. It's gorgeous. And so it's a lot of fun just to do your families that way.
It is. It's a neat, just a different atmosphere and different. There's a couple new restaurants on Old Hickory are
really nice.
Really nice food. Yeah.
Yeah, really nice. Even Cedar Creek, I understand, is putting in a new restaurant. Gallatin Marina, they're working up there. What's the other one? Misty Cove. Or it's not Misty Cove, but it's another cove up there, up on that end of the lake. But you got some great places to go.
And the Rudder is a newer place.
That's right.
I forgot what it used to be called, but it's near on the dam side of.
Used to be Anchor High.
Anchor High,
yeah. It used to be Anchor High, and they've changed the name. New owner. New owners. I understand. They've really changed some things around. So Old Hickory's starting to perk up. Percy Priest, on the other hand, you got Four Corners over there that's got a nice restaurant in it. Fate Sanders, if you want to go talk fishing, there's anybody and the brother around there to talk fishing with you. Especially Hoppy and Hoppy Jr. They're always in there talking fishing. So those are two great places to go. Elm Hill's got a great restaurant. Yeah. Just all kinds of different things that you and your family can do. So it's not just fishing. And it's not just running a boat, locking through the dams and getting on the Cumberland River. You can have fun on the lake, but do it safely. Now, these personal flotation devices, I want to also say that personal flotation device, we like to test the kids out. And I play with the kids because I'll put it on them, and if I can hold them straight up like this and jiggle them, they don't fall out, then I know it's okay. But it's a great opportunity. I can't stress enough, too, the instruction manuals that come with these boats.
Right.
Now Bill's got an inboard outboard on your boat. Tell us how to fuel, because you have to watch, you have to raise stuff or open stuff to fuel up, don't you?
You need to be sure the fumes don't get trapped inside.
That's right.
And you've got to go slower because it'll back and fall out on the ground.
That's right.
Or on you.
That's right.
And always it creates a hazard too.
And it can sure make a good day into a bad one quick.
It certainly can.
And especially those batteries. If they're not covered,
Right.
the positives.
Right. Cover your post. You don't want anything hitting them and shorting them. And run your blower for 4 to 5 minutes. After
That's
you fuel.
exactly right.
Make sure you evacuate
Get all those fumes out. Because it just takes one little spark, and you're sitting on a gas tank.
Yeah.
And it can blow.
It'll change your whole day.
It'll change your whole day.
Bill,
Hey, we got to go and do our tip of the week.
This week's Tip of the Week is being brought to you by Interstate Batteries of Music City, located at 3729 Highway 109 North in Lebanon, Tennessee, home of your alternative power source.
All right, this week's tip is one that we've touched on, and I was afraid they were fixing to give it away, but even we experienced it on Kentucky Lake. Now, we're talking about the GPS systems that you have on your boat. Those GPS coordinates are designed for a certain surface height or water level height. If it is above that, like I believe Kentucky Lake is set at 359 feet, which is summer pool, 359 feet. When we fished it the other day, it was at 364. So that's what? 5 feet over, right? Well, that 5 feet can, in a 30-degree plane, now that's a 30-degree down angle, that 5 feet can throw you off up to 64 feet off. So if you're running that river and it's foggy or something like that, and you think that buoy is over here to your right, you could run right into it. Because just think of it this way: the higher the water or the lower the water is going to throw your GPS off, because those coordinates are put in there when it's at summer pool. So you got to remember that if high water is going to throw you off. So like he said, like Bill Weeks said, don't just go by GPS. It's a good system to know, hey, I'm almost at this creek, or I'm almost at this slough, or I'm almost at this river, but use these right here that God gave you to get you the rest of the way. Hey, we got to take another break. When we come back, boy, Team Hannah has come in for us. I thought I was going to have to move this segment up to number 1 the way she was eating over there, but Team Hannah's come through for you. Just catch this week's Recipe of the Week right when we come back.
This segment is being brought to you by Covenant Heating and Cooling, providing excellence in comfort solutions.
This week's Recipe of the Week is being brought to you by Broker Headquarters Group. Let our team in Camo help you with all of your real estate needs.
All right, welcome back, everyone. In like 30 seconds, like 2 minutes. Hannah, stop! Hey, we got Team Hannah over there along with Miss Joy. They're going to show you. What's the recipe, girls?
It's a favorite of Hannah's. She did it
I
all.
noticed.
I can't take any credit.
Go
She
ahead,
was
Hannah.
hungry.
Just wipe your mouth a little bit.
She just got off from school and you ran. What were you doing?
I was visiting my new middle school.
Oh, you're going into middle school.
Yes.
You're growing up too fast. He's kind of nuts, isn't he? Well, tell us what you have tonight.
We have an easy, creamy chicken salad. So,
and I know it's good because you hadn't had anything to eat, and your granddaddy said, Cliff said, she's got to have something to eat.
I was starving. But it has 4 cups of cubed chicken or 1 medium roasted chicken and 3/4 cups of sliced toasted almonds, and 1 cup of grapes, and 1/2 cup of dried cranberries, and 3/4 of a cup of mayonnaise, and 1/4 of sour cream.
Just mix it up.
Yep, you just mix it up.
It's already on the website. We put it on there. And Hannah and I were talking about doing a cookbook. We have, between us, over 2,000 recipes. And we have Cooking with Local Flavor on the website now that has a lot of good family recipes. But, boy, we could do a good job getting that together if you want to do it.
Definitely.
Okay. And, our friend Steven's leaving. Our cameraman, he's leaving us. He's going to North Carolina Monday, and it's like, oh, please stay.
He's going to hook us up. He's going to hook a brother up, though, fishing over there in North Carolina.
Well,
we already got that
he's
taken
already
care of.
promised he'd stay in touch. We have them, and they come, and they're interns, and we lose them, and it's just like, God, it's sad.
It is sad.
It is. We love them all, but
Just
also,
when we get them trained just right, then they leave us.
I need some help. Now, I represent Bill Taylor, Dr. Taylor, and he's an awesome person, and he has one little space left in his big building on Indian Lake in Hendersonville. It's a great location. He has another building in Hendersonville that is like the Taj Mahal. It is gorgeous. It is a beautiful building. We have space there. And please, Fred Powers, if you're out there, we're trying to get your space, your little camp in Center Hill sold.
That's right over there.
Somebody buy his property. He wants to sell it.
That's right, over there by Pates Ford. That's a
Miss
great
Hannah,
place.
I'm excited. We're fixing to do a whole bunch of stuff. We're going to Reelfoot, going to Dale Hollow with Miss Patty. Oh, that's exciting. Mark Travis is taking us crappie hunting. Fishing.
Crappie fishing. Crappie hunting. Oh, my
Hey, I
stars.
hunt.
And you're talking about me. Talk about me over there. I'm telling you. Hey, we can see this recipe along with many, many others on the website at southernwoodsandwaters.com. Joe's already got this recipe on there. We also, when I was talking to Hannah about the recipe, you can sub out the chicken for possum if you want to now, and it just makes it a whole lot more interesting. Or squirrel. Squirrel will work. Groundhog would be good. Groundhog would be good. Anything going with great mayonnaise has got to be good, I'm telling you. So just check them out there, and we appreciate it very, very much. Hey, I wanted to tell them, a lot of people, and you don't have to be born after January 1st, 1989 to take this course.
No.
Is there a cost on the course?
It's generally fairly cheap, maybe $10.
And that pays for the paper materials that you're going to get to take home.
Right, you get to take home. And
there's a study book and all that you'll get, along with some other stuff that helps you out about knowing what a buoy, what it looks like from afar, and what it means from afar by looking at the symbols.
What side to pass it on.
Which side to pass it on, and read right.
Returning.
That's it. That's the 3 R's. That's a good thing. See, you watch this show, you can already pass half the test. But go to HTTP, then //A08211, and I know you won't remember this, .wow.US Coast Guard Auxiliary. That's USCGAUX.info.
Google Coast Guard Auxiliary Nashville.
There you go. Google Coast Guard Auxiliary Nashville, and it'll take you. And they've got a whole list of where these classes are available and how you can sign up and what time to be there and how much it costs. So it's a great website to go to. Bill, I do know you're a fisherman now. Come on.
Oh, yeah, I do fish in the
ocean.
In the ocean. Yeah. In fact,
big water.
Our last trip, we had a guide who, in a small boat, he taught my boys to dive down under the water, pick up conch, then we'd break the conch open and take the conch meat, hook it on a hook, and we'd throw it, and it would just fish after fish.
Now, what were y'all catching?
Snapper and grouper and just big. Some one didn't know. But they all tasted good.
There's nothing better than fresh, like catch it in 2 hours, it's on a plate.
It's on a plate in your belly. Yeah.
That's awesome, isn't it?
Yeah, you know that Coast Guard course, especially in some of these lakes that are kind of tricky to navigate. You go the wrong side of the buoy and you're stuck in the middle of the lake, but you're in mud.
And people don't realize that there's islands out there of sand and islands of rock that can really cause you a lot of damage. Yeah. They could even, if you hit it hard enough, they can catapult a driver and some innocent people just sitting in there, catapult them out of the boat.
Exactly.
So that's the reason it's very important. Take these classes, learn where this stuff is, and I promise you, you're going to be far better off. Hey, we got a giveaway to give away tonight. We have a $30 value of some of the best Strike King plastics. And let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to go bass fishing, you want this bag right now because this is what they're eating. So be the fifth caller here at 737-7767. You're not going to believe who just walked in the studio. Mike Ryan has just walked in the studio over there. We got to say hello, but we'll be right back with more of Southern Woods Water.
This week's calendar of events is brought to you by Stand Up Jigs, where we stand up against the rest.
Welcome back, everyone, and congratulations to Donald Barkley from Glasgow, Kentucky. He's our winner tonight. Hey, Donald, I know hitting Kentucky Lake, buddy, it's right here. I'll tell you, you will load the boat with some of that. Let's go with our calendar here, guys. We have on May 11th, that is this Saturday, the 19th annual Governor's Bass Tournament. That is the Austin Peay Tournament. It's going to be at Paris Landing. It is $110 a boat. It goes from 6 a.m. till 2:30 p.m. They are there. They said they will be there at 4:15 to take registration. So just bring your check, bring your cash, bring your boat, bring your partner, and get ready for a day. Let me tell you something. That lake is up, but the fish are going crazy out there. Music City Bass Anglers, there was, I think there was 32 boats. Every boat had 5 fish limits this last weekend, both Saturday and Sunday. So great, great opportunity for you guys to go out there and have a really good day out on the lake. Also, May 11th, the Easter Seals tournament that they have where all the wheelchair kids get to go fishing for a day. That has been canceled. It's been canceled because of high water on Percy Priest Lake. They are trying to reschedule it for sometime in either September or October when weather's a little bit more stable. So we're sorry about that for all you boaters that were looking forward to going, but it is canceled at this moment. Also, I wanted to tell you about the 4th annual Wounded Warrior Bass Tournament. It's going to be at Kentucky Lake on May 18th. 2013 at Paris Landing. This is for a 3-fish limit. It has $2,500 is going to be the guaranteed first place money. It is $110 a boat. They are paying one place for every 10 boats. Big fish pot is $20 per boat. That is optional. You can register by May the 1st and get a tournament t-shirt. Benefits all are going to the Wounded Warrior Program and Tennessee Wildlife Resources Federation to register. You can go to www.twrf.net and go ahead and register for that big event. And like I said, that's that one. And I got the Governor's Bass Tournament. And also wanted to go ahead and be letting you know, May 18th begins National Safe Boating Week, Officer Weeks, and so that starts it off. Also on May 18th, come out there and join me at Joy Church in Mount Juliet, right there off of Charlie Daniels Parkway. We'll be giving out seminars. We're going to be doing seminars on fishing, but it is at Joy Church, and it is a men's retreat. Costs you nothing to be there. Just come on out there. Bring friends with you. Turkey season does close the 12th. That is this Sunday. Tennessee turkey season will be officially closed on the 12th. And so we have that. And then also May 31st is the Porter Wagner Memorial Bass Tournament. It's going to be out at Percy Priest Lake. We will be fishing in that. Come on by there and see all the country music folks. Come on out there and say hello to everybody. I want to say hello and thank you, Bill Taylor. Bill Taylor, where can they see you right quick? Hendersonville, and then we got Officer Bill Weeks, Coast Guard Auxuliary. Wear those personal flotation devices. We hope to see you because you owe it to your family to come back from fishing. We'll see you next week.